Hi folks, welcome to another Stall13.com video. I'm going to try to talk a little louder. We've noticed in some of the videos that it's a little breezy. We've got some winter weather moving into Oklahoma. I want to make sure you can hear me. We're talking about head shy horses. What does head shy actually mean? Does it mean that you have a horse that is afraid of being touched? Does it mean that you have a horse that's afraid of everything and everyone? Or does it mean something like this, that the horse is just afraid of a little bit of fast movement? Notice how that horse was fine with me walking around the horse. And look at this horse right here, not even tied or tethered. And look, obviously this horse doesn't have any problem with what I'm doing. Yes, we've got some eye movement and blinking, but not like this. See, look, horse is shying away from me. Now, head shy horses come from a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's because people are too mean putting halters and lead ropes on. Sometimes it's about having a bit that's improperly placed in their mouth and you give them what's called a hard mouth or a tough mouth. It can be from hitting the horse, being mean to them. There's all kinds of things that causes them to be head shy. Well, you know what shy is if you know a shy person, they're kind of apprehensive, kind of sheepish being around people. Now you know the head of a horse where that is, so you put those two words together, it means that they're afraid. The best way to get a horse over being head shy, and one of the greatest tools that I've ever come up with, and this one is mine, I came up with this many, many years ago, and I'm so glad I did. And what you'll see in my hand right now is a shoe shine brush. But what's real interesting about the shoe shine brush, ladies and gentlemen, is that it happens to be, all of them have a wooden handle, and all of them say right on the handle, 100% horsehair. Now, why is that important? Well, you have horsehair, kind of feels like horsehair. Really doesn't smell like anything except kind of new and like wood. If you have a head shy horse, or if you have a new horse and it's afraid of you, we've done a video called Chestnuts that you may want to look up under training tips. It's called Chestnuts. What you can do is you can take a horse's chestnuts and rub it on this horsehair, or you can just take any part of the horse, whether they're clean or dirty, and you want to kind of brush against the grain. And what I mean by the grain is the hair lays this way. You want to go against the grain. And already this brush is getting dusty just from a few strokes. What am I doing here? This horsehair, here's some right here, is picking up some of this horse's winter coat. It's also picking up some of its scent, some dead sin scales. So what happens is I fill this brush up full of this horse, and you just work your way right up the horse, and you start brushing the horse with this brush. You'll let him smell it. Look, see how he's turning towards the brush? He's not turning away from it. I keep backing up, and he kept turning towards the brush. Why? He's thinking, that smells like me. Why does that smell like me? Whereas if I just have my hand, look, little movement, what's he doing? He's back to turning his head away. Once again, I load this brush up with some hair, some dead skin cells. He likes being brushed. He's already turning his head towards me because he's affectionate. This is not a wild horse, but watch, once again, what's he doing? Look, he's turning his head towards that brush because it smells like him. This is not magic. It's just a simple training tool to get a head shy horse over being head shy. Horses are like a chalkboard. Either there's good information going on the chalkboard or there's bad information going on the chalkboard. Think of them like a cassette tape recorder. They're always recording. They're always getting new information. Whether it's good or bad is really up to you. Horses learn most of their bad habits not by people, but just by being bored on their own, left alone. So what you do is you start brushing the horse, brush with your hand, with this, get him used to it, and you move up to him. And you work your way across the horse's head, across their face, because it's horsehair. Look, it feels good. He's relaxed to it. Look, he's turning towards me again because it's trusting, and he says, why does this smell like me? He'd turn even farther, but he ran out of lead rope. It's these little training tools. I paid like, I think I paid like $4 or $5 with sales tax for this brush at a large department store. And it works wonders. Now, the biggest mistake that people make is that they will use this brush on another horse. Now let's just go to this horse real quick since it's here. Now watch. She's smelling it, but it smells like him, not her. Look at her ears. She's not quite sure what she wants done with this brush because it smells like him, not her. You're either going to have to take some warm water and soap and wash this brush thoroughly if you're going to use this same training technique on another horse, or what I'll do is, it's not uncommon for me to have 5 or 6 of these brushes around the barn. Each one is for a particular horse during training. I'll have some of the cowgirls that work on the ranch, I'll have them wash these, we air dry them. And once I've used this brush on a horse like I have, what I will do with this, I'll put this in a Ziploc sandwich bag so that it doesn't lose its scent. And since we are dealing with natural horsehair, man, this thing is dusty. Guess what? It smells like a horse now, just with a few strokes. Is mice and rats and birds will try to pick at this. And the more you use this brush, the softer it gets. It's getting a lot softer than it was when I first took it out of the box. Simple training tip. This has been another Stall13.com video. Take care of yourself and take care of your horses.